days and counting. CBS News anchorman Dan Rather is going to be here broadcasting the CBS Evening News from one of the studios here at KIRO. Here we'll be able to see how CBS puts together its nightly newscast, and we'll be passing that behind-the-scenes look on to you in special reports later this month. This week we're taking a look at how news operations in the Puget Sound area work. Tonight, join us behind our own studio cameras here at Channel 7 for a day in the life of the Eyewitness News Team. This room is rarely this quiet. Only very early in the morning are these desks empty and the phones silent. When most people are getting started for the day, the Eyewitness newsroom is already down to business. Assignment editors discuss the day's story possibilities. The noon newscast producer prepares for Eyewitness News, which will air at noon in just a few hours. Live mini newscasts update a community coming awake and getting ready for work. What happens in this community on this day will determine what happens at Eyewitness News.
The blessed event occurred this morning at the Woodland Park Zoo. We have a new gorilla baby. Nick Walker's doing that. Not going to cover that. Not going to cover that.
Deciding which stories to cover is only one of the priorities at each day's morning meeting. Here, newscast producers and other decision makers assign stories to individual newscasts and determine how each story will be handled. Stories that need reporters mean news teams into the field. Other events are handled by news writers and producers.
Yeah, copy that, Judy. I've got a bit of a problem with that.
Throughout the day, the assignment desk is looking for and listening for news stories and keeping KIRO's news crews updated on what they'll need to do in the course of this day.
Live shot lawmakers. Okay, we'll be up shortly. Live shot lawmakers, section 5.
About a dozen of the protesters spent the night inside the federal building.
Live programs punctuate each day in the Eyewitness newsroom. As the Puget Sound area gets the latest, reporters and writers gather new information just a few feet away.
Yeah, Brian Wood at KIRO Television. Who's handling media calls these days?
Work on newscasts is almost continuous. While one program is on the air, scripts for yet another are being prepared and edited. To put out so much information requires, among other things, teamwork and the ability to accommodate rapid change.
We don't need the luck yet. I will give you an address in about 5 minutes of where you're going.
Roger.
I'm supposed to get a camera for this week.
I don't remember sending a crew out to the airport. Bye.
When the news crews come home, deadline pressure begins to push work inside the newsroom. Nerves compete with the clock as reporters view tapes and write scripts. Breaking news makes for last-minute changes, and our assignment desk is always trying to stay on top of the action.
Okay, how about the Roanoke Overpass? We're going to get the chopper up, hopefully. How about at the Roanoke Overpass? I-5, 45th?
While the crew races out to cover a traffic accident, the rest of the Eyewitness News team scrambles to get information and prepares to get late-arriving details and pictures on the air.
Chopper 7's not back yet, and Jim James is on his way back from that head-on spot.
Okay, get it back there.
When the videotape of the accident arrives, the rush begins to get the story on the air. First stop for the photographer is editing. There, the story will be cut onto a cassette for broadcast.
There are 4 injured, 3 cars.
As Eyewitness News at 5 prepares to go on the air, the program's producer is everywhere, checking on the stories that are cut, others that threaten to be late.
Okay, T5. That's the horses. Yeah, we haven't got the video in yet.
While editing for the program continues, the program itself goes on the air.
Live at 5 from the newsroom in Seattle, KIRO Eyewitness News.
On mix 1, Q.
15 years ago, train
by
China seemed to be a remote dream.
The director of a live newscast has to talk almost continuously, calling for video from different sources, making sure that all the information that's supposed to get on the screen does get on the screen.
And my camera 2, titled Jerry, mix 1.
Downstairs, editors continue their frantic work to get stories into the newscast.
Hi there, smoke cuts is coming in, and both coming out. How long is that?
150, what's the number?
While the newscast airs, producer Dave Humphrey adds up his times and computes how many minutes are left in the newscast and how many minutes of material he must squeeze in.
Humphrey, are you confused?
No, I'm just having probably the best time of my life.
30 seconds left.
Technical problems can change the best of plans. Wayne Cody's sports section, set to be done live from Longacres, becomes a technical impossibility. Sports producer Jack Concannon quickly prepares a sportscast with Steve Raible at the last minute.
Saddle up, Steve.
Despite the difficulties, despite the last-minute problems and the non-stop effort to update the newscast gets on and off on time, bringing the Pacific Northwest up to date with the very latest news. Yet for the people in the newsroom, the work has not ended. It's time to work on yet another newscast. It's just another day of bringing the news to you.
Up on mix one, Q.
15 years ago.
Tomorrow night, we're going to take a look at the new CBS News Bureau here in Seattle, how the news gets from the Puget Sound area to television stations throughout the nation.